At the Kennebec Valley Humane Society, we believe in creating a kinder community by nurturing the bond between animals and humans. Please join me in welcoming some furry friends.
Welcome back to Happy Tales at KVHS. This happy 3-year-old pit bull is Clyde. He loves everyone he meets, cats, dogs, kids. He is going to be a perfect addition to any home. He is a butt wiggle extraordinaire. His only issue he needs a little help with is jumping up when he meets people. He can be so affectionate and delighted to make new friends that he can catch you off guard. But protect yourself at all times and you should be okay. Clyde is looking for his forever home. Our next wonderful pooch is Shadow. Shadow is 10 years old, very spunky boy, would do well in a home with kids but no cats. Dogs are fine, but he would prefer them to be female. As you can see, when Shadow knows you have the treats, he will even paw at you to let you know that he's such a good boy that you should see that he's sitting and should have one of these as well. Shadow is on Dasequin, an arthritis medication that's available over the counter, and will need to remain on that. Shadow, show everybody your handsome face. Turn around. Come here. He's a good old boy who still has bursts of energy, although he does like to lounge around as well. Shadow is looking for his forever home. I'm here with Lily 58, a sweet 4-year-old girl. She's on a specialty diet with ZD food for her skin. That's something that's available either at the veterinarian or on chewy.com. Lily 58 has lived with dogs before and done okay, but she'd prefer they be older and calm dogs, if any. We don't know how she does with cats, but she may be willing to learn. She's very, very sweet, likes giving headbutts, I'm told. Lily 58, are you looking for your forever home? She is indeed. Our next little gem of a kitty is Topaz. 5 years old, hasn't lived with other animals. We're not sure how she would do. She has a little bit of a resting, serious face, but believe me, once she warms up, she's actually quite a darling little kitty to sit here and visit with. Likes her butt scratched, I'm told, likes enjoying her specialty food, and is looking for her forever home. Last but not least, we have a sweet 5-year-old girl named Doja. Not dog, D-O single G. She is here to lose a little bit more weight because she needs to be able to care for herself. She's committed to losing that. She needs a partner in this endeavor. Very sweet kitty though. Dog is looking for her forever home. Well, it's splendid to be back with you, Hillary, and I'd like to hear all about the Mutt Strut that we had on May 13th at the adjacent Youth Memorial Park here in Augusta. A great time was certainly had by my family, but again, welcome. Thank you for being here with us again.
Well, thank you for having me. I love being able to talk with you about the things that we're doing in the community. The Mutt Strut being top on my list. It's such a great day. We gather with dog owners, we go on a walk, we have games and prizes. It's silly and it's fun, but it also means a lot. Many dogs that have been adopted from the shelter come back to visit us. It's a great day. We raised $25,000 this year,
wow,
which was really important. Chris, you were one of our judges during some of
it.
our contests.
Yes, I need to be better and more gracious about the scores next year. My wife got after me, my kids both got after me, but everybody was impressive. When you've got smiling dogs, dog, eating contests.
Yes.
Talent shows, it's really a lot to behold.
We have a great day. I hope more people will join us next year because there is a lot to do. It's a lot of fun, and I think a really great way to celebrate our love for dogs.
And this was the 30th anniversary.
30 years of the Mutt Strut, 30 years of people that love their dogs taking a walk together and supporting the Kennebec Valley Humane Society.
We had better weather this year also, that helps.
Great weather does help. It was a beautiful day.
So speaking of better weather, we seem to now usher in the summer with the Mutt Strut behind us. Tell us about some maybe tips for pet owners, things that we can be aware of. What are some things people can do to more responsibly manage their pets during this time of year?
Absolutely. We all love summer. We love summer in Maine. One of the biggest tips we can give people with their dogs, or if they have kitties that are going outside, is to be treating for ticks and then checking their animals for ticks. So things like Bravecto or Frontline are good products to make sure that your animals are safe from tick-borne diseases, but still checking them as soon as you come in from a walk or from a pet spending some time outside is really important. And then we also want to encourage people, when the temperatures rise, make sure that your animals have plenty of access to water. No long car rides. It gets really hot in our cars. We know that people aren't leaving pets in cars, but even just long car rides can be a lot for our animals. But enjoy the weather, but be responsible, thinking again about the ticks, about the way temperatures can affect your pets. I love kiddie pools in backyards for dogs. Dogs love it. So just being really cognizant of the best way we can enjoy warm summer weather with our animals.
Right. I picked one tick off of Haley last week. I picked at least one off myself when I was doing some yard work. What's the correct way to take a tick off? Is it with those little spoons with the notches? And are you supposed to burn them afterwards? What's the right way to dispose of them?
Sure. So the spoons are great. So you can find these at any pet store. It's a great way to get them off. It's also tweezers are a good way to pluck them from your animal. I am pretty good at just pulling them off with my fingers. What I like to do when I remove a tick is actually to just go ahead and put it in some Scotch tape. That way you can kill it, put it in some Scotch tape, and you can take a moment to figure out if it's a dog tick or a deer tick. So we know that dog ticks are the better tick. Deer ticks are the ones that can carry diseases like Lyme disease. So being able to look at that tick, find out what kind it is, and then if it does happen to be a deer tick, if you want to consider testing, you've got it right there and you can, again, know what kind it is. So just making sure that you take a good look at that tick. There's lots of great images online if you want to see the difference between a dog and a deer tick. Once you've looked at them for a while, and we've looked at them quite a lot at the shelter, it's easy to identify between those two types of ticks.
But do you want to dispel any old wives' tales or myths about what to do when you come across ticks? Is it, I've heard that whatever you do, you don't want to rip them in half, or that you need to explode them all the way through, or that you need to burn them or drown them, or that they'll come back to life.
Yeah, they're not going to come back to life. So we know that. So they're pretty easy to kill. So if you, again, when you remove them, somehow either with tweezers or with something, just going ahead and sort of crushing the body of the tick, you'll know when they're dead. And as soon as they're dead, dispose of them however you want, unless you want testing. So if you want to send the body of the tick to the University of Maine, does some testing. There's various places. You have to save it and you want to get it sent out as quickly as possible. And that is a pretty conclusive way to determine if the tick was carrying Lyme disease.
Is there a fee associated with such tests?
I'll have to get back to you on that. I'm not sure if there's a fee. I think often it depends on if it's been on a human, or if a tick has bit you and there's a red bullseye, that can be a sign that the tick was carrying Lyme disease. So you definitely want to check with your doctor really quickly. You can get on a broad spectrum antibiotic, get treated as soon as possible. Lyme is a pretty serious disease. The way it affects people is really different. The way that it affects animals can be really different, but it's a rough one. We want to get rid of those ticks. We want to keep our pets safe and of course keep ourselves safe as well.
I hear you. Well, thank you for being with us today, Hillary. I know that you have an important Zoom meeting to get to, and I don't want to keep you even another minute, but thank you for everything you do for our organization and for our community.
Thank you as well. You're doing quite a lot too, Chris, so thank you.
On May 13th, 2023, we gathered at Youth Memorial Park in Augusta for the 30th annual Mutt Stem. A great time was had by all. Here are some moments from that event.
I don't think that I will ever have an entrance like that. Thank you, Robert. Welcome, everyone. Good morning. As Robert said, my name is Hillary Roberts. I'm so excited to be here. I say to people so often about this event, it's one of my favorite days of the year because I just love when our community gathers with dogs and people are laughing and having fun, and I just get to see all of your dogs, some of which were adopted from the shelter, and we appreciate spending this morning with you. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you everybody for playing musical Sit with us. We appreciate you.
So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Anna. I run a company out in Belgrade called Maine Canine Company, but I got my start right here in Augusta at the Kennebec Valley Humane Society.
We also have a special guest wandering around. It's Augustus the Moose. Oh, there's Augustus from the University of Maine, Augusta. Not just dogs here today, we've got a moose as well. You can go home and say the Mutt Strut, there was also a moose walking in the strut. Hands in the air. Robin is our senior animal care tech at the shelter, and she would love to talk to you today about any of our dogs available for adoption. One of them, Chevy, is our longest term doggy resident. He's here with us today. Do you know where he is, Robin? Oh, and we've got a table directly in front of me with a group of lovely individuals. Peter and Linda Gagney. Will you raise your hands for me? Chris Walters. And Charlie and Nancy Schumann. Now I just want to share this. So we have some doggy spirit contests. These folks signed up for. The contests are best trick, best smile, high jump, and then we will lead into our eating contest. But we need our judges for the first three, and then we're going to need them again. Finnegan, you're going to look at the judges and smile. Smile. Nice job, Finn. So Hamilton, the floor is yours. Let's see that high jump. You want to give him one more? Oh, start. Here we go. And then we're off. All right, and who's our winner?
Not this one. Not this one either.
What's our winner's name? It's our winner. Congratulations to congratulations, medium-sized dogs. They did a great job.
Very cool, very cool.
All right, everybody go off.
Aw, Jasper.
What am I doing here?
Judges.
A big thank you to all of the sponsors, vendors, and attendees who helped make this such a great event. We hope to see everyone next year. Thank you for watching Happy Tales at KVHS. Please feel free to share this video, spread the word so that we can help more cats, dogs, mice, and otherwise find their forever home.